Good morning, everyone. Everything else moving. Due to a high price stock, got a 1 minute extension. Inverted cup and handle here. See, I can get interesting later in the day. I need to at least retest 150s or so. $25.80 versus 26. I'm trying this short. I'm gonna stop at $26 here. And it's room to pull back to 25. So it broke a level there. Let's see if it goes down. I'm gonna add a little more. My stop's gonna be at 26. First I will take profit here is like 25.40s. I'll be watching. Feels a bit crowded. I might downsize. I think a level here would be 25.40s. That's where VWAP and the last support was. I'm just gonna downsize a bit here. I'm just gonna be down to 200 shares. I'm taking 25. 25.47. My next profit taking there. If it goes down there. Just due to the extension on the 1 minute chart, inverted cup and handle here, breaking that 25.80 spot on RKT. Try and have an order up at 25.47 for a cover. So that's going to be where around VWAP is and the last support. So let's see if it can get through 25.50s here on the bid. Now I'll probably just hit the ask here. Feels really heavy, but 25.50 might hold. It's like a hidden buyer here at 25.50. Alright, so I'm at 25.50 40s got filled, so here's the VWAP bounce. The 5-minute chart is at 25.20s, so I'm gonna take another 50 shares off there and then see if it bounces or if it's gonna give me my last target at 25.25 around this spot or so. Hey Troy Master, I think you've been talking about SPCP for a while now. I'm gonna assume you are a bot. So another hidden buyer at 25.41. So that's where VWAP is at. So I'm gonna take my last out at 25.20s, 25.25, 25.27. Yeah, so 41 here is holding up here. If it gives a bounce, I'm probably just gonna take it off and probably look to see if it sets up for a 5-minute break. So I'm just gonna take it off here. Okay, I took it off there. So my last bid at 25.30s, 25.41 there. So just to recap, I shorted this because the 1 minute 90 MA is extended, and you can see that the 5 minute is slowly catching up now. It's at VWAP level and also at this support level around the first 5 minute. So I went ahead and took for a short. I failed to hit high of day, got a little push up and slowed back down. You can see a little inverted cup and handle here forming. I went ahead and short 25.80s, which was this level here, this cup level. And then this handle, that's where my stop is at $26. So it was a 20-cent risk and potential to the 5-minute chart. So that's almost a 3 to 1 60-cent profit. So it's not bad. Sized in for risking, sized in 300 shares, that's risking $60 and I made 70s. Took profits a little too soon and downsides a bit. So it probably will bounce here on the 5-minute chart, maybe towards the 525.80 level. And then if it sets up for a lower high in 5 to 10 minutes, I'll probably look to short on the 5-minute chart. So if you look in the 5-minute chart, you can see how extended it is. So it will likely bounce on this 5-minute chart, 90 MA, and then form another cup and handle, inverted cup and handle on the 5-minute chart. And this would trigger a short down to the 15-minute chart, which is still extended here. So in the 15-minute chart, you'll see something like this, and then it'll probably push back down to the 15-minute chart. But for that to get a correction, you would need to look for that inverted cup and handle on the 5-minute chart, which we would see a bounce here. But that was a quick trade, $70 profit there on RKT, Rocket Companies. All right. So what else is moving? AEIQ is moving again. Hgen getting it extended, but the 5 minutes slowly catching up. Depending on what kind of bounce we have here. I don't see anything up right now. Let's create a new scan here. I'm gonna create a new scan. Let's do this 50 cents. At least 500K in volume. Let's remove the old study. Let's add a custom study. Let's look for stocks that has an open above 10%. So they may be down those today, but maybe you'll look for some opportunity setups there. Buy change opening equals then close. So it's going to be plot exchange open greater than. Data equals. Okay. So we got like 25 stocks. Oh, this is wrong. So these should be changed open of the current. Let's save this scan query. And 10%. Volume. RIOT looks extended. Don't have borrows, but this would probably be a spot I would look for. Do short. ATNF also extended here. $7 is the 5-minute chart. $7.31 is this high. So you can get a little push, maybe 1 or 2 minute lower high here. I'll have to short it through 7.31. A little bit spread, you can see it's a 10-cent spread. Yeah, I'm probably gonna just avoid this because you have 30-cent RIOT, but you have a 10-cent spread, which is not attracting. Yeah, so HOFV had a flag here. Looks like it was an attempt there. SEAC has a 5-minute flag, but not the best. Okay, let's see. Yeah, pretty dead morning in terms of setups. Cyan. Wkey, somewhat an interesting chart. Might reclaim VWAP. Chart's been really it's holding up, so I might get a little squeeze, but not. IKT So short earlier, inverted cup and handle for the correction to the 5-minute, bounce right off the 5-minute, and it's continue higher. So this goes higher, we might see another correction on the 5-minute chart. So right now we got this to the 5-minute chart, which is the pink line, red line you see here. Now it's getting extended. We might see that same move here. But yeah, the higher the better, then it'll be more extended. You have the 5-minute slowly catch up, but farther away, so we'll look to a short later. So RKT, keep it in the side here, see if it sets up. But I don't see anything else attracting. Hgen also getting a little bit extended. See, do I have share to short for this stock? Yeah, so I don't have shares available. It's hard to borrow, but no locates. It is getting extended. If you do have locates, I'll look for a lower high on this test on the 1-minute chart. I'm gonna pull back to the 1-minute chart here. Lower high. Inverted cup and handle too short. Back down to right below $25. Some extension there. So here's the 1-minute test, and we want this to kind of bounce to give us a tight risk. But I don't have shorts, but I don't have shorts available. So that's Hgen. That's an idea out there. 2450s. But it would need a bounce here and give it a lower high. A few, like 1 or 2 green candles here. It's probably gonna attempt to bounce. If not, no setup. Yeah. SEAC attempt to break high days there with high volume. Couldn't hold up, so going back down. EEIQ got a little halt down here, and then, or actually like a halt up, then you got halt down. Now it's consolidating. RKT is going higher. That's good. HOFV. It's holding up pretty well. It's testing the 15-minute chart. Let's see if we can ideally give another pop on this flag line and then lower high. On HOFV. So it's on the 15-minute trend right now, trying to hold a 15-minute chart. Let's see if it can hold on to it. So you can see the 15-minute 90 EMA, exponential moving average. It's on it. Let's see if we can bounce as that, hold that support, and then give a retest on the flag line. And gives a higher low for a tight risk. I mean, if it breaks here prematurely, it's going to be at 535, 525, 10-cent risk. But ideally, it's something like this would be a lot better. And you get a 5-cent risk, reduce that to a 5-cent risk. By the break of 530 something, risking 530s. High 520s, really tight risk. But yeah, to start, it needs to kind of hold this level. It's starting to have an inverted cup and handle forming here. Breaking, maybe retest this area. So it broke there, a little wick. So that kind of holds, might have trapped shorts. So probably shorts piled in there, and if it kind of reclaims this level, they'll probably get squeezed. So what's this level? It's like 525. But if it holds here, then the seller's in control. It would need to reclaim VWAP to start, which is 530s. But I'll keep an alert, price alert here. If this goes above 531s again, keep it on close watch. So 531s. Okay, let's see what else. What else is moving? So RKT is doing the same thing. So we got an inverted cup and handle here that I took the short earlier. Now let's see if we can get a lower high forming. But this time the 5-minute is slowly catching up. So when I get a lot of meat there. $26.80. I guess it really likes to bounce off this 80 level. 26.80 is this level. Before it was like 25.80s. So it's doing almost the same thing. So it didn't give a exact bounce there. Somewhat like two candle consolidation on the 26.80 and it broke it. We probably see a 26.20s test here. But no setup to enter there. EIQ looks pretty weak. Looking like a bear flag extended on the daily chart. Or it's recent IPO, so we didn't know, but it looks like a bear flag forming. Don't have shorts. X. ATNF. Look at an alert on HOFV. So it was able to pop back up over 530s in VWAP. So let's see if we can get a higher low here. I think that will look good. So hopefully it doesn't go here. If it goes, it's gonna be too early. There's no risk level. Prior low is at 521. So yeah, pull back here. Holding VWAP to start, 530s. A few candles. Oh, let's see if we can do that. Okay. So it's trying to go prematurely again. So what was this high? So this high was 539. So it hasn't broken 539. So I guess that's a good start. Let's see if we can hold one higher low. That's all I'm asking for. A nice pullback. Let's see if we can consolidate a few more candles here. Confirm 530 as support. Yeah, breaking prematurely there. Yeah, I didn't like that. Guess there was one minute pullback. Attempted to break these highs as well as the flag line, but wish it had consolidated a few more candles here. But I didn't take that. Didn't reset up. Hgen. Okay, yeah, this one I don't have shorts on, but attempted to break high of day here, extend on the 1 minute chart. A lower high inverted cup and handle here would be a short. But I don't have the borrows. Hey Dream Crusher, what's my opinion on Walmart stock? What's that? WMAT? WM? WMT. It looks All right, it had a downtrend. It's attempting to create. It is creating a lower high here, or I mean a higher low, which is a good start, and it's breaking off this. So a cup and handle. But it's approaching the 200 EMA and 50 EMA, which might get some trouble here around the 136.50 level. So you might have some consolidation period around this level until it breaks over it. And once it gets through and holds 136 as support, I think it'll probably fill the gap here at 140. 144 after breaking this 140 level first. So there's a gap here. You're gonna have some gap resistance there. But yeah, your first level of resistance is 136. It'll probably try to consolidate here, and then if it breaks 136.50s in the next days or weeks, probably next days. I feel like there's probably like a 2 or 3 day consolidation around this area. Probably break it. 140 would be the next level of resistance. Probably consolidate, try to bounce off 136, higher low, and then break the 144 or to the 144 level to fill the gap. But yeah, there is some sign of you got higher lows, and then now this high here, it's a higher high. So it's an uptrend right now, short-term uptrend. Somewhat at the beginning of a reversal. You got a cup and handle here forming as well, attempting to break that. So you're on the hourly chart. It's the hourly chart, and you got a cup and handle, and it's breaking above it. And then like you got a bigger picture cup and handle here. So it's a good spot to buy. You can, if you're gonna buy it to hold a few weeks, you can buy there, stop at 132, or give yourself some room at 130s. That'd probably be the best if you're gonna swing trade this. You can buy, yeah, you could buy anywhere here if you're holding for longer term. Buying here, stopping 132 if you want tight. You want to give yourself some room, 130s. So $5 risk, and potential upside is 144s. Hgen, nope. So HOFV actually went there on that 1 minute pullback. So there's a 1 minute pullback. It actually broke this level. That was a spot to potentially buy. But I didn't like that spot because it was just a 1 minute pullback. If this consolidated a few more candles here, then I probably would have took this, no problem. But yeah, aggressive buyers probably took that, stopping at 530s on this 1 minute chart. Or if you wanted to take a wider risk, it'll be 520s. But yeah, it was there. It has shorts stuck here, I was mentioning. So this had like an inverted cup and handle. Shorts piled in here, and now they're up for a squeeze. Yeah. But yeah, sometimes it isn't set up for you the way you like it, but 5 minutes here would have gotten me in this But that's HOFV. But definitely not about to get in here. If you look at the daily chart, it's shaping up a little bit extended on the 15-minute chart. Higher highs forming or higher lows forming. I think today will be like probably an inside day. So inside day would be it would be the inside of this bar. It'll probably trade inside this bar. And then probably the next day will look interesting for a full bounce. So you have like some type of big flag here. So hopefully tomorrow will be a better day. Yeah, but yeah, it's gonna get extended. I don't think today will be the day. I mean, I don't know. Stocks have been going weird lately, so I mean, it could be the day that it bounced big, but I just think it's probably gonna be a day it just consolidates here. The next day, the 90 EMA will be caught up. So if it kind of closed around this area, the next candle here, the 90 EMA would be caught up, and then this will allow the stock to kind of go now. So next day will probably be a lot better for this to go a much bigger move. Today, yeah, I mean, it could go still a little extended on the daily chart, but so Zkin, it's flirting on VWAP right now. Yeah, Antonio. UPC. So UPC recent IPO has a gap. Had a huge move today, and looks like to me on the daily chart it looks pretty ugly. I'm not sure what created this move, if it was news or something, but to me on the daily chart it looks like it can go back down to like $5. In my opinion. And yeah, it just completely sold off. It can't get a bounce, so you might just get a fade all day. But you might get a small bounce towards VWAP again, which is the $9 area. But definitely I'll look to exit if you're still holding it. Like any bounce towards the $8, $8.50, $9, I'll just take it off for, you know, break even or a small loss. Definitely not a stock I would hold on to right now. Isn't a downtrend. I think once it breaks, so this was the level where it attempted to break. So you can see it formed this flag here, and then you got higher lows forming. So this was a level where had it break higher and hold as support, this would have been a spot where it would trend up to VWAP. Right now it looks like it'll probably go lower because you can see this volume here. This is where the people that were anticipating the break higher to go higher on this flag break, and then you got higher lows. This was the spot. You got high volume, and then once it fell, those people will be sellers now, so they're gonna be stopping out. So it might go lower like in a couple minutes. So it already broke low of days here. But yeah, if it breaks 712, it'll probably go to $6. It already attempted to bounce here and it failed, so it would really need to kind of hang on to like $7.80 area to actually go higher. But yeah, I wouldn't be holding this stock. If it does give a bounce towards $8, definitely I'll probably take it off. It's probably not a stock that's gonna go back to 10 or 11 today. Dlpn. So this one has tested the 5-minute chart. I mean the 30-minute chart. It's on the hour. You're getting like a flag line here and higher lows forming. So you might get a squeeze if it breaks 16. But the stock is pretty spready, so it's not my type of stock to trade. But I think this $16 break, risking $16.50, a 50-cent risk, could be a potential spot. But it's under VWAP, so I don't like going long under VWAP, but it can get a squeeze over VWAP. That shorts are in. On the daily chart, it's tested the hourly, or tested the 90 MA. So like how I explained, stocks always tend to gravitate to this 90 MA level. So make sure not to be a buyer when it's extended like this day. You can see how big of that gap is. It will slowly correct down to the 90 MA. And then after it corrected 90 MA, if you're a dip buyer, you can probably look for a spot to dip buy if it's close to 90 MA, if it's the first time touching it. So today could be either a bounce day, or if it fails to bounce, it's going to be an inverted cup and handle on the daily to short. But it'll be either a bounce day here and go higher. But from this big candle here, it's probably going to be a small bounce day, and then it'll be sold back because people are going to sell into this bounce. But yeah, we might get a squeeze right here. Like I said, it's probably not my play, but that was probably a spot. 50-cent spot here. Buy the $16 break, risking 15.50s, and you might get a squeeze up the VWAP area. Show some strength. So today I don't see much setup. So just a reminder, I just trade these two strategies here. So the long setup, I just have to patiently wait for these. And that is the VWAP or support area holding, and then yeah, resistance becomes support, and then you buy on that flag break and risking the prior low, swing low. And then the flag should break. If it doesn't, then you're stopping out on that support prior low. And on the short side, it's the inverted cup handle. So these are my two setups. Short side inverted cup handle, you got a cup and then a small handle. You short on the cup line break, and then stopping at the prior high, which is that handle. So this is the two patterns I trade day in and out. I just had one trade today, and it was on RKT. So my trade order is not popping up here. So show trades. Yeah, my show trade is not popping up, but I shorted here. So this was the inverted cup and handle. Right here. You got a cup line. It'll cup and the handle here. So I shorted this 25.80 level cup line, risking $26. So that's a 20-cent risk. And the target potentially was the 5-minute trend or the VWAP or this prior support here. So I went ahead and short that 28 level, and I took profits, my last profits around here, and it bounced off the 5 minute. So you have to kind of be aware of the higher time frame. So the 1 minute time frame is extended, but on the 5 minute time frame, you can see the 90 MAs down here, and it's extended when it was trading up here. So naturally, it will slowly correct down to the 90 MA on the 5 minute trend. So I took the 1 minute chart, shorted the inverted cup and handle, where my target is the 5 minute trend. So that correction. So I'm just playing the correction. I'm not holding it short, hoping to go down to like 24 or 23s. I'm going short for that correction move to the 5 minute trend. And that's where I take most of my profit. Oh, so here it showed, you can see I showed a 25.76 average there, and I took my profits here at 25.50 average. My trades finally pop up, and it was just a small one, a $70 win there. And that's the only trade I took today in terms of setup. I didn't see anything else setting up. My two setup that I trade, and you can see it bounce here. So you have to be aware of all these levels. And because you have people that trade on the 5 minute chart, right? And people that trade on the 15 minute chart. So right now it's actually creating this 5 minute. I might try to look for a short here. So the 15 minute chart is down here at 25.60s. And then now the 5 minute chart is setting up to be a short. So if it gives one more flat lower high here, I'll probably take that. Because if you look at the 5 minute chart, what is it doing? It's doing an inverted cup and handle, and it's a flag line. And on the 15 minute chart, it's extended. You can see 15 minute chart, the 90 MA is down here, and you have that much downside move for the 15 minute correction. So I'll probably look for a bounce here. So looking for a cup and handle to form. Because I'm trading on the 1 minute chart, you have to kind of look at this in terms of the 5 minute chart. So it has to be a little wider, because each of these is 1 minute, and consolidating a 5 minute would be a 1 5 minute candle. But right now it's forming a, so this is a lower high, but you also have to be careful that VWAP is just right underneath. So the blue line is VWAP, so it's really close. So even if you take this short, it might bounce off VWAP. But the 15 minute, with each 15 minute candle, it's going to slowly catch up. And then it won't be that attracting anymore, because your target is now really close to the entry. So your risk reward is not the best. So right now, this lower high is a little big. So you can see this cup line is here, your lower high is here, and your 5 minute is here. So at best, you're going to be risking 30 cents to make 30 cents. So it's not the best in terms of risk reward. So yeah, I mean, you could take this for a scalp. Sometimes I'll take it. But right now, since this bounce is too big, I'll look for another lower high here, like this. I mean, you could take this, but it's going to be a little wide. If it does the lower high here, now you could have this small risk here, and then now your potential profits down here, and then that's going to be 1 risk, 2 risk, 3 risk. So if it gives a bounce here, so right now it is the lower high on the 5 minute chart, but your level is up here to stop out, and you might get like a 2 to 1, 1.5 to 1. But if it gives one more bounce here, I'll probably look for a short. So let's see. So this low is 26.35 here on this low. This low is 26.31 and this low is 26.25. So I'm just putting, you know, potential cup lines that it needs to break through. Yeah, so ideally this bounce right here. Since the risk reward is not that appealing, it needs to be a small bounce here. So that's fine. So 26.31. Alright, so it's bounced at 26.31. So that's fine. 26.31 was this level. So hopefully it bounces. Yeah, if it breaks here, you can potentially take it, but you're stopping at 26.70s. It's gonna be a 40-cent risk. If you go 100 shares, that's $40 loss. And then your potential downside is just down here, which is, I guess that's pretty good. That's like 2 to 1. 26.60s, 26.30s. That's at 70-ish cents. Yeah, but it's having a bounce here at 26.31s, so that's a good start. So if it forms a lower high here, I'll probably take it. Let's see in terms of, yeah, in terms of this trend. Okay, so no trigger there, and this lower high, if it breaks this lower high, then we might have to look for another lower high. So the 26.60s was the high there, and this high. So that's your potential risk. So it's 30-cent risk. Breakdown will be 26.31s. So I'll probably, if it does break right now, I'll probably go really tiny. It's gonna go 100 shares. But it has to be a 26.31 break. So 26.31 has to break down here for this cup line to be a breakdown. And then this high here is 26.60s. So this needs to form low here. Yeah, so if it doesn't go, then there's gonna be no trigger. And if this creates another tag on this line, then we have to look for another lower high to form. But yeah, this looks like it's not gonna go anytime soon, so I'm just gonna take it off my screen. We'll revisit it if it sets up. Let's look at other stocks here. Dlpn, Wkey. I don't really like the way it moves. Every time it gets like a push up, get this wash down. A little push up, wash down, push up, wash down. Looks too choppy for me. So RKT, I think it's ending up putting a lower high here, but 26.63. RAAS. So this is look like a 5-minute. Okay, I think I might have missed it. It's just saw it right now. 1268 break, risking 1283. So this was a potential like 20-cent risk here. Target would be 1240s, but could get a little tricky. Didn't really follow through there. Let's see. Cos, Mara, SXTC, BW. So ATNF potential 5-minute reversal. So you look in the 5-minute chart, bounce off the 5-minute EMA, somewhat giving an inverted cup and handle here. The potential target is the 15-minute chart, which is extended. So you have a big bid here on 730s. So since the big bid is holding it up, you probably get a small bounce, one more bounce. And I'll probably, after a bounce gives a lower high here, it'll be an inverted cup and handle. So let's see this fell flag first. Let's draw this flag line on this 5-minute chart. So the bounce would probably need to attempt to break this, and then like this, taking those 730s out. So that would be the play. And shorting through 730s, potential $7 profit, $7 for profit covers. It's probably gonna bounce here. It's also pretty spready. 7-cent spread right now. 31 on bid, 38 on the ask. So it might get tricky as well. Yeah, I'm not a big fan of the spread. But on the daily chart, yeah. But yeah, 730 is going to be the level. You have a big bid there. I mean, I could. So the prior high is 46. Okay, I don't have shorts available. Anyways, I tried to put it on the ask just to test my locates, but I don't have locates on this, but this would be a level to watch, the 730 level. It gives like a small bounce here, or a break of 730s. You can start risking up 745 at least. But yeah, I can see this going back down to 710s, $7 on ATNF. So there's just an idea there. Let's extend on the 5-minute chart. Okay, let's see. Hgen going higher, no setup, no setup. HOFV ended up making a pretty big move off that flag there. Yeah, I might need to be a little bit more aggressive and probably try to take those, but yeah, not the best. But wow, that was a big move there. wish it would had consolidated like 2 more minutes, but yeah, that was probably the move. Get that inverted cup and handle. Retesting the 5-minute chart. Maybe I'll set it up on the 5-minute chart, but it's gonna extend on the 15-minute chart. Okay. So RKT ended up breaking down there that 2630 level. So that was the play there. I think I had it on my side of the screen, but I wasn't paying attention. But the 2631 was the level there. Got that inverted cup and handle. So it broke VWAP for a moment, kind of getting bought up there. But yeah, no, but then good play. RAAS. That was also the 5-minute chart that we kind of missed. Inverted cup and handle. Retest. It's on that 15-minute chart, so not a whole lot of profit taking there. A whole lot of profit target. FUTU looks like a cup and handle forming, but it's extended. No, not gonna take that. RKTY, oh wow, that was a good. So you can see this was a pretty much textbook 15-minute extension on the 5-minute. Here's the 5-minute chart. You can see the lower high, inverted cup and handle forming. Break up that 2631, and where's it going to? It's going to the 15-minute chart target. So that 90 MA. So really important to look at those 90 MAs on a higher time frame. So probably will bounce here, and then maybe it'll do another big 15-minute one, which will take an hour to form, to do another inverted cup and handle on the 15-minute chart, and it will go to the hourly chart, right? So the hourly chart is here. So it's just, you know, inverted cup and handle within inverted cup and handles to the next time frame, to the next time frame, to the next time frame. Okay, so let's take one last look here. Getting a little late part of the morning, but not a lot of setups seen. HOFV, I don't know. Okay, so ATNFF, it got through 730. So this 730 is probably gonna trigger a lot of stops here. If this 726, so there you go. So 730 is the trigger there. Probably go back to $7. I didn't have any locates to borrow for this short, but I would take that short there. Give a pretty tight risk. Short 730s, stop at 734, it's 4% risk, and you have like potential downside to 710. So it's a good spot there. Too short. I didn't have any borrows, but that was an idea. If you do have borrows, it's a good spot there. But yeah, I don't see anything else setting up today. Just took one trade on RKT. Just took one trade on RKT for a short on the 1 minute chart to the 5 minute chart, and just got $70 off that. On RKT. So it was just this setup here, 1 minute to the 5 minute chart. So I took that, took my profit on the 5 minute target. It bounced, and then now I have a 5 minute reversal, right? So you got the big inverted cup and handle for the 15 minute target, and look like it's really weak. So it even broke down the 15 minute trend, maybe to the hourly. It's bouncing off the 30 minute chart, but that was like RKT. But yeah, don't see anything else moving right now, so probably gonna sign off. So hopefully you guys had a good trading day or this morning. But yeah, I tried to not overtrade, but yeah, I'm probably gonna sign off. Okay, thanks everyone for watching. If you enjoy the content, be sure to hit the like and subscribe button to support the channel. And I'll see you guys in the end of day daily recap or tomorrow. All right, see you guys.